why I started talking about, like, quote unquote, the process. It's literally like for us. No, for real. It's just like, it's hard. People don't get it.
Take it anytime, anywhere. You know this fear, so you feel. As a woman, I will be there. You want a girl like a crown. You want a girl like mommy. Let me feel it, let me feel it. Show me that you can turn. Girl, me want feel all you. Put me arms right around you. Girl, you give me the tightest one ever.
So good. I'm so excited that it is sunny and it's so beautiful outside. I've been in a little bit of a weird space for the last couple of weeks and I couldn't really figure out what was going on. I've had some really deep conversations. I had a great talk with my mom and some friends, and I just was realizing that I was really down, and I didn't realize it while I was in it, and I'm still working my way out of it. But you know, sometimes when certain transitions happen in your life and they don't happen as expected, it can really knock you off your feet and can really just kind of spin you around in a way where you almost can't see straight, and you find yourself in this position where you don't know what to do, and you kind of just start sinking deeper and deeper and deeper into your feelings. And you know, I just want to say that it's one thing to be aware of that, and it's another thing to actually verbalize that and make it known that you're not feeling okay. And if that is the case, know that there's nothing to be ashamed about. Know that, especially as a sensitive person as myself, who's affected not just mentally but also physically when things happen, I think that sometimes it's a little bit you find yourself in a space where you don't want to say anything. And I just want to say that if you're not okay, it's okay, and it is normal to feel as though if you feel like you've been knocked down, or if you feel like, you know, your feelings are hurt, or you just can't get your footing right after something has happened that you were completely not expecting. It's okay to take some time to recalibrate and get yourself back together and get yourself back moving and doing the things that you know makes you happy, makes your body happy. So just be aware of that and know that it's okay to say that you may not be feeling okay at this certain period of time in your life, and just take that time to really dive into your self-care and your self-love, and make it a point to get yourself back and surround yourself with beautiful people. I promise we're not just the gophers. He's actually working.
We're actually the interns.
Well, I done did my due diligence.
I won't lie.
As an intern.
I won't lie. He's like, can you go grab me some lunches? I was like,
I am the artist.
The intern. But I'm like, oh, I can walk for a little bit.
Can I like jack a pillow from the inside or what? We just encountered full-fledged racism.
I feel so prejudiced against.
We were sitting here and like...
And these two ladies. Right
get
there.
them. Get them.
Get their license plate.
Get them. Like they straight up looked at us and were like, brown people, it's time to go.
I don't know what they thought, but they sure did not like.
They did not sit down either.
we sat down and they just gave us the dirtiest stank looks.
They did.
And they like gathered their little pug like we were gonna eat
They
them.
did.
And got up and left.
Black people.
And we didn't even we weren't even talking
We were
loud.
like not even loud like our usual selves.
That's why we came outside, so we could be loud.
Well, folks, there you have it.
I feel racialized against.
Excuse me, son, interrupting my video. Can't even see. Doesn't he look so dapper? Where's your face? Shay Shay! Say hi! We're going to my aunt's surprise birthday party. And I'm sitting in this dress that is a repurposed bridesmaid dress. And I can't breathe. Shaylee, it's her grandmother. You want to say something to grandmother? Like a happy birthday and I love you?
Happy birthday and I love you, and I'm really glad that we're gonna have food.
That we're gonna have food?
I can't wait to eat the
I
bacon.
can't wait to eat either. The bacon.
If they have bacon.
Oh, but they have bacon, girl. See? I don't know how long this is gonna stay on my face. Probably gonna hold it like this all night. Except for that looks like it has a chin strap, so never mind. So, we're gonna have fun. I'm gonna show y'all how the old folks party. Where the music at? Sharon, say hi. Boo. Say hi, Shaq. Ooh, look at that pretty mask. Oh, Lord. See, I can't put her on camera. You just can't. You're canceled. Yeah. Kaylani! Hi, mamas! Hi, pretty girl! Ooh, look at that one. Look at that mask. It's a video. Oh, okay. Nice, you can see yourself. Can I see your nails? Look how cute her nails are. They're painted gold.
Going back to Texas. Riley's got a cousin. She said he's very cute. We're getting married. Okay? So I'm part of the family now. I'm taking this uniform off. Take it off.
Oh, we're back here on a Sunday. Where's the light? Afternoon, back in the car. I haven't filmed like this in a minute. Hope everyone's doing well and enjoyed their week and all of that jazz. You know, it's just so crazy because I kind of was talking about this a little earlier, but you know, those last 2 weeks have been really different for me. I was really struggling, and I don't think I realized how badly I was struggling until I had some really amazing people in my life say, hey, what's going on? You know, I don't think you're being honest with yourself about how you're feeling. And that's the beauty of having quality people in your life and people that know you. They can look at you and know that something's wrong. And for me, I hold a lot in, but they're still always there. And you know, sometimes you don't realize how badly something affects you. And I think especially for us as women, a lot of times we hold a lot in and we're not honest with ourselves about how certain experiences make us feel and how they've truly affected us, because we just kind of push through, and we just have a tendency to not really be honest about how we feel. And I think it's because a lot of times women, we are demonized for our feelings. And so when something happens, we just want to say, it is what it is, it's okay, I push through, da 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 da. But in the end, you know, we stay stuck in those same exact feelings because we haven't been able to truly let go of that experience and truly give it to God and truly move on, because we're just trying to hold on to it and push through, and it just doesn't always work that way. And that's exactly what happened to me. I had to be honest with myself about how I was feeling about something that I experienced and something that happened, and you know, I didn't realize how low I was really sinking until someone said, if you're mad, be mad, it's okay. And I had to, you know, I kept making excuses. I said, stop making excuses. If you're mad, it's okay. If that hurts you, it's okay. Just be honest about it. You're not going to be able to move on until you're honest about it. And that's exactly what I had to do. I had to get mad. And I had to say, you know what? I'm kind of pissed off. Without fear of judgment, without fear of being looked at as being in my feelings, without fear of saying, you know, you're being emotional or whatever the case may be. I just had to say, you know what? I'm mad. This made me mad. This upset me. This hurt me. I'm really disappointed. I was able to cry it out. I was able to be honest about it with myself. And soon after that, I was able to start moving on. And I was able to start seeing things clearly again. I was in such a rut and such this place that just, like I said, had me so low, and I wasn't able to concentrate. I wasn't able to focus. I wasn't able to organize my thoughts. I knew I had so much to do, but I wasn't able to do it. I was waking up every morning feeling like, what am I doing here? And I just didn't understand what was happening. And I told my mom, I said, I feel like I'm in a fog and I can't get out. And she said, you know what? She told me the same thing. She said, whatever it is that you're feeling, you need to be honest with yourself so that you can begin to release it. And I kept hearing this over and over again, and I was finally able to do it. And now I finally feel like I have a genuine smile back on my face. And I'm not saying that it's not still difficult to deal with, but I am saying that it's much more easy to begin to get through it and deal with it, actually deal with it, now that I've been honest with myself. And, you know, originally I was saying, well, getting upset would be a waste of my time, when all the while I wasted all this time trying not to be upset and trying not to be honest with myself about how I truly felt. And once I was able to do that, it was like, I just felt this instant release. And I'm not saying that I'm not still going through that process of like figuring things out, but I am saying that now that honesty has been able to come forth, it's like I was just able to start to let it go, start to trust God and just let it go and give it to Him, and not try to carry this burden that I was carrying that I didn't even realize I was carrying. So I just encourage you that, you know, if something has happened, and especially for my women, you know, if something has happened and you're feeling stuck, feel how you feel and don't be ashamed of it. Don't try to hold it back. You know, I'm learning with each and every experience to be kind to myself, to be patient with myself, to be loving with myself, and to know that what I'm feeling is valid, to listen to my gut and to say it's okay that I'm feeling this way, because this really did happen to me. But now I'm dealing with it. And I'm not a victim. You know, it's not a situation where it's poor me. It's just a situation where I was angry and I was scared to go there. But after I went there, then it was like God just said, okay, Now you've been honest, and it's okay. It's okay that you got mad. Just don't stay in that, because when you stay in that, that's when you get stuck even further. So I'm just so thankful for the people that I've surrounded myself with, and those people to be able to allow me to express how I feel, and encourage that, you know, a lot of people don't have that. So I'm just so thankful for that, and I just encourage you to, you know, if something's going on and you're feeling a certain type of way about it, feel it, get through it, pray about it, release it, and then move on and be loving and kind to yourself on the way back up.